Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is the new way I do my hair. A whole lot more volume, a whole lot more shine. The curls are curling. Ever since I cut my hair shorter, I don't think I've shown you guys how I do the new do, because I do it a little bit different this time. Instead of just like letting it air dry, I diffuse it a little bit. So I want to show you guys how I do it. First and foremost, my hair is like completely dry now because I've been doing all my skincare because as you can see, a girl is breaking out and we need to get it fixed. It needs to get fixed. So therefore, this is how my hair looks like right now. Okay, still I am so in love with the haircut. Is it bad that I want to cut it even shorter? Somebody needs to take the scissors away from me because seriously, this is getting out of hand. Without further ado, let's get to it.
All right, boos, you already know you gotta get you a little spray bottle and you gonna spray the heck out of your hair. You wanna make sure that it is completely soaked. We're gonna ignore the piece of hair that she got going on in her face. Just let it be. Don't even look at it. Let it be. At the end, you want your hair to be literally this soaked. Like, I need to see that water come out of it. Using the Marc Anthony Grow Long Leave-In Conditioner, it's kind of broken. I have to, like, spray it on my palm and then put it all over my hair. I personally like to use a lot because I want my hair to be silky smooth, okay? Everywhere. I will then brush it to make sure that the product gets on every single strand of hair. Then using the Miel Coil Custom Dang it, I always do Coil Sculpting Custard. Whatever. I've said this time and time again, my hair does not look the same if I do not use this thing. This thing is like the best curl cream I personally have ever used. Because my hair is so short, I separate it with my hands as you see, and then I just go on with one of my hands and just apply it to my hair. And then with my fingers, like I just did, go on to the next part of my hair and do that all over. I wanted to show you guys what it looked like in the back. I make sure I am going through every single strand of hair multiple times. I don't put more product on it, I just go around it all the time. Then you continue to do the same thing throughout the hair. I try to make sure I get small pieces of hair and I try to get it evenly on each side and just apply it all over my hair. Once I'm done, I like to do this little motion right here and just go through my whole hair. Now, because of the fact that we've already added product to our hair and we've been doing this for a couple of minutes, I want to put more moisture in my hair, so I make sure I go in with a little bit of water. As you can see, I don't use too much, just enough to like kind of get the hair wet back again. Now, on this part, to get the actual gel, I have to make sure I put my hair up and away from my face so I can just really focus on the pieces of strand of hair that I'm working with. With the Miel Styling Gel, I get a couple of pumps and just apply it to the little bit of hair that I have. Again, make sure that I'm going through each and every brand of hair from top to tip because I want the gel everywhere. Now, using this kind of brush that I could never remember the name of, you know what I mean. You'll see it in there. You'll see it. I want to brush up with tension. You see all that product on my skin. Listen, don't judge me. I like using a lot of product. It doesn't look like it after the difference of my hair not styled with the dolman. Listen, English was not my first language. Okay, you're gonna ignore me. But I've seen on TikTok that girls like to use their finger on top of it to make sure that it gives it more tension. After that, I go in and scrunch the heck out of that. Then go on to the next step, just like we did in the first time. I go in with my fingers. It's really not that big of a deal. You don't need to actually have like a special brush to like separate your hair. I like to go in like little by little with my hair because I want to make sure I have enough product on all of my hair. I also want to have enough hair to make sure it fits all on the brush. Like you saw, all that little piece of hair fits perfectly on the brush. You don't want to have too much because you may be brushing your hair and there's no hair getting brushed. I somehow always forget to do this step. Like after you brush it, you want to shake the curls up a little bit and then crunch it. I just sometimes forget it. I don't know why, but do as I say, not as I do, or however the saying goes. You know what I mean. Yes, I will be brushing hair that I've already brushed. Like, as you can tell, the bottom one was already brushed, but it's at the back of my hair. Like, I don't know. I can't tell, so I'm gonna brush it again. Either way, at the end, I'm just gonna scrunch it off, so it really doesn't really matter. I definitely like to scrunch as much as possible. Please tell me if that is wrong. Once it gets to the top of my hair, because I've been messing with the bottom of my hair for a lot of minutes, my top of my hair is not as wet as I wanted it to be, so I want to make sure I put more water in it, more moisture in it, and go on with the gel and go on with the brush, and then just continue to do as I was doing. This time I did not forget the shake. Shake it, girl. Shake and scrunch. Skate. Not. Ooh, oh, hold on. Shake and scrunch. Okay, there you go. I got it. On this part, I realized that I used too much hair, so I want to cut that in half to make sure that I have enough specifically for the brush. So after I put the gel in, I made sure with the brush, and as you saw, it's enough hair to actually fit the brush itself. Now do the shake and scrunch. Hey, shake and scrunch. And once again, because I am on the top of my hair, I'm going to do this a little bit different because I want more volume. Instead of parting it in the middle, I'm going to go like I'm doing it right now, just little by little, and start at the back towards the front. I definitely want to use more water in it because, again, my hair gets dry really fast, and especially the top of it goes by the fastest. On the top of my hair, I like to use little by little because these are like the more defined pieces, or at least the pieces that I want to be more defined. Therefore, I'm going to go like small pieces by small pieces and make sure I scrunch the heck out of the hair. I also like adding the water to the hair as I'm gonna do that because, again, my hair gets dry so freaking fast. Sometimes because my hair gets tangled a little quickly, I have to brush my hair first almost and then go in with the brush and actually like style it. Like, for example, like right now, I'm just brushing it. Like, I'm just brushing it a couple of times and then I go in and actually try and style it with the brush. And as you can see, I'm always putting one of my fingers on top of it to give it more tension. Once we're finally finished, I get some gel on my hands and I start scrunching my freaking life away. I don't like to ever not have product on my hair when I touch it. And then again, with the gel, I move it around, upside down, side to side. However you need to do it, girl, but you need to scrunch that hair, okay? Period. I recently started doing this little trick right here with my hands open. I just kind of push my hair up and it somehow makes it curlier. I don't know. It just may be just me.
Okay, so I am officially completed with the hair. It is dripping wet. It has gel on every single strand of it. So for now, I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit. Maybe like 30 to like an hour, and then I'll be back to diffuse it a little bit. I almost kind of wait until like it's not dripping anymore, and then I do it. I don't know. We'll be back.
Everybody diffuses their hair a little bit different. I've tried to diffuse my hair freshly completed, like freshly like dripping wet, and it does not work for me. It looks completely frizzy. I also did not edit this part of the video because I wanted to show you guys how long I keep that thing in my hair until I actually move it. Okay, however many seconds that was, and then I go on to the next part of my hair and leave it on for that many seconds. So usually I like to wait maybe like 30 minutes minimum until my hair is kind of dry, and then I go in to diffuse it. And in my personal opinion, I see a whole lot less frizz. That's just me on my personal hair. As you can see, I kind of like to guide my hair. I like to use as much hair as possible, all like messy in a way, because I personally like messy hair. I love big, messy, like not perfectly done hair. That's just my opinion. The back of it is almost like the most annoying one because it doesn't matter what I do. It's going to be freaking straight in the next day or two because that's the back of my hair. I can't do anything about it. So I try to definitely make sure and I focus mostly on the top and front of my hair like this. Now, I will be doing this for like, 10-15 minutes maybe. Sometimes I don't even do it that long because I'm just not in the mood, as you can see right now. But it's mostly just to kind of break the gel cast and actually make it a lot more curly. Like, look at that. No frizz, no nothing. Don't play with her!
Okay, so it is like 85% dry. So from now on, I'm just gonna let it air dry. I just like to do it to kind of like shrink a little bit more. I'll be back so we can put it up for nighttime, and then tomorrow we see the final fit as always.
I somehow took a nap that it was absolutely amazing, and I did not put my hair up, so that's why my hair is a little bit frizzy, and I had gone outside to walk my dog. So now it's time to go to sleep. So I like to use a silk scarf. Really, any scarf, you can find one on Amazon. This is just so happened to be my grandma. May she rest in peace. Because it's so big, I like to use it as a big triangle, and then just put your hair all the way in the front of your face. Put that thing on, tie it up, and then I'm making sure I'm putting the back of my hair on the front. Like, I want it all on top of my head. This is how it should look like your whole hair is completely like a pineapple, like they call it, on top of your head. I push the hair all the way back, and on the top I do this little motion to make sure that it doesn't really come out and there's no hairs peeking. You tie it in the back. This time, for whatever reason, I didn't tie it, I guess, correctly because I woke up and it was moved a little bit, and it like rarely really happens. With a silk bonnet, you just put it on and you call it a day, girl, when that thing will not move until the next morning. Okay?
Good morning. All right. it is time to unleash the beast. It kind of got loose a little bit throughout the night, which rarely ever happens because usually this stays right here, but whatever. It is literally the best thing in the world to just let your hair just finally go. Ooh, with my little Palmer's, I almost said Palmer's glue. Palmer's coconut oil right on my eye. Let's just break the gel casts. A lot of people like breaking their curls. I'm kind of indifferent. I sometimes break some of them and then I just let the other ones go. I don't know. It depends on how I feel and how it looks like. And then with the residue, freaking Shirley Temple. Now obviously it looks like this for like an hour or so, and then it actually calms down. It will like come down a little bit more. It will be a whole lot more volume. But yeah, like I said, for example, I kind of do like the ones about my face a little bit. I don't really do all of them. And I also don't pick it. It just depends. And since I'm not working today, I'm just gonna let my hair be. So I'm just gonna let it be. Do its thing, okay? You know what I mean? And this is the new way I do my hair. A whole lot more volume, a whole lot more shine. The curls are curling, okay? Looking like Shirley Temple for a couple of hours, it's okay. Like I said, the next day, within literally like within like 2-3 hours, it's gonna go back to normal, so. I am in love with my new haircut. I still can't believe I cut it myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what else you wanna watch. I'll see you next time.